We're here in the Heart FM studio chatting today with Oxford MP Dave MacKenzie. And Dave, you're set to go back to Parliament Hill to begin a new session on Monday. And so what do you expect to roll out to happen for Canadians in the next term?
Well, Adam, I think, we've been clear all along that it's the economy is job one. Mm-hmm. As you know, the rest of the world is still mired in economic turmoil, and Canada is not immune to what's happening around the world. So this next session, I'm sure, will be a great deal of time and effort will be spent on the Canadian economy, and that's as it should, and it's about creating jobs for Canadians.
And so would that mean a budget is coming up in the next term? Well,
actually, yes, there will be a budget early in the session. I'm not sure if we, exactly when that'll be. It'll be announced, shortly in the new year, I'm sure. But there will be a budget very, very early in this next session.
Okay, and speaking of budgets, Ontario, came out yesterday with a few words in terms of the crime bill, saying it's going to cost $1 billion+. They're going to have to build a new jail, and they'd like some money for that. So, do you think that will be forthcoming, or is that something Ontario will have to take care on its own?
Well, Adam, as you know, everybody always wants money, and I chair the Justice Committee, the committee that dealt with Bill C-10, which was that comprehensive crime bill. Mm-hmm. The bill does not create new criminals. That's the very first thing. And the irony of this is Ontario has announced they're closing 3 jails, one in Sarnia, I think one in Owen Sound, and I forget the third one. So here they are in the midst of closing jails and complaining that they're going to have to build new jails. I don't know what the connection is, but the Bill C-10 does not create new criminals. What it does is it makes it tougher on pedophiles, serious drug dealers. It eliminates those situations like Graham James, who was convicted of the sexual abuse of some of the professional hockey players when they were younger, mm-hmm. from getting a pardon. A variety of those things, in addition to allowing Canadians to sue foreign entities for terrorist activities. Most of this stuff is nothing about jails. So I think Ontario has tried to tap into something that they see there. But to be honest, this will not create an onslaught of people in prisons. When we pass some other legislation eliminating the 2-for-1, which is time spent in pre-trial, where they were getting that credit, there was some numbers that people had that they thought that it would create additional prisoners or a time in jail. It didn't materialize, and this will not neither. What it'll do is it'll stop some of the revolving door in and out, and it should free up, we would hope, free up court time and police officers from rearresting the same people over and over.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about police officers, because that was also cited yesterday that this will in fact create the need for more officers because they're going to be spending more time in court. You have very good knowledge of what it takes to run a police force. Do you see this bill as being an extra burden on police? No,
as a matter of fact, I think we'll see less of a burden. The police have enough to do now, and so we're certainly not looking to add things to it. One of the things we've heard from the police community is they're very supportive of the bill itself, and they're supportive because what they see occurring now, we put in mandatory minimums. There are mandatory maximums in many situations, mm-hmm. but we've put in some mandatory minimums, but they're not so onerous that it's going to fill up jails. But what it will do is stop that, I guess in some respects we've likened it to the person that burns your house down, an arsonist. He gets go home to his house, right, and you don't have a house to go to. Some of these are situations where they've been getting minimal sentences, to the point that they are not a sentence. So they're back out, creating more victims. And so the whole idea behind this is to support victims.
Okay, that's great, Dave. Thanks for your time, and good luck with the new session of Parliament.
Thank you, Adam. Look forward to it.